Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from www.tarotforhealing.com. This is your monthly astrological reading for February, and this reading is for the Geminis. Now, what I wanted to tell you guys before I get into the reading is that I am still doing the monthly personal forecast readings, but as of the ending of January, I'm not going to be doing those anymore. I'm going to be taking those down to replace them with the love readings. So if you are still wanting that, like, do order it now in January because it's going to be gone soon. So what it's going to be replaced with is, for the whole of February, I'm going to be doing half price readings for love. And so it's going to be a 10 card reading, and what you can do is, if you are in a relationship, you can order like a compatibility reading. If you are single and you just want to know what is coming up for you in terms of love, you can order it for that purpose. Like, you can order it for any kind of purpose that is to do with love relationships, because as you know, these readings that I'm doing for you guys are general readings, so those ones will be personal readings. But I will tell you guys, like, sooner, closer to the date. I'm sorry, my mind is going blank today. Okay. But I will tell you guys closer to the time to like order that and whatever, all that stuff you can do. Okay, so let me get into the reading before my mind goes blank again. So I'm doing this slightly differently than I usually do because February is a month of love. So what I'm going to be doing is doing your love cards first, and I'm also picking 2 romance oracle cards for you. One will be for the singles, one will be for those of you that are coupled. So for those of you that are coupled Geminis, I see the Strength card. The Strength card coming up with the 8 of Rods. And your oracle card that showed up is give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So what I'm seeing here is that with the Strength card, is talking about getting through issues, getting through problems in the relationship that you are having. It's saying that things need to be worked out between the two of you. There may be situations where you haven't been able to see eye to eye with your partner, and there might have been arguments and disagreements concerning matters to do with the relationship. To me, when the Strength card shows up, the kind of problems it can represent is that just the two of you having different ideas when it comes to relationships. And it can also signify, if it could signify somebody kind of wanting the relationship to be the way they want it to, and hoping that the other person will kind of fall into line and do almost what they require. But that might not be fair to the other person. So what I would say here is that it's like a compromise has to be reached, and the two of you have to be able to not only be on the same page, but you have to be able to really be understanding to one another, be empathetic to what the other person's needs are in terms of this relationship. And I think that when you guys can work that out, then the relationship will be so much better. But positive news is coming through on the relationship front, which can mean that that is definitely going to support the relationship. What this positive news could be, I guess it can show up in different ways. I think because the following card is give your relationship a chance, it could be saying that some news comes in that really shows that the two of you can really unite with one another. Like, if you guys maybe were together, but you guys have taken a bit of time apart from each other, it could mean that you connect back with one another, you get back into communication with each other. And it's almost like the person might say something to you that is really sweet or really understanding, and that lets you know that they're willing to sort of change or to work on the relationship to make it better. And so that's how like the two of you end up sort of reuniting, and the relationship becomes like improves um because of this communication between the two of you. And it's a fast communication as well, so it's almost like I don't think that this person is ready to lose you yet. Like they would do more to almost like hold on to the relationship that the two of you have. So it's like the both of you do have the strength in February to really make this relationship better, to really bring it together, but if only if the two of you are committed on in doing that. But I feel that looking at the cards, like you will be. And with the last card, give your relationship a chance, it's saying to work on this partnership, that this can be a really good union. It's just a case of the two of you really getting on the same page and really just working out your differences, but this actually could be a really good relationship. So for those of you that are single, quite interesting cards. You got the Two of Cups. So romance is going to be blossoming for the singles. And you got the Queen of Rods, and that's quite nice as well. But then the card that showed up as the oracle card is children, and it says your love life is being affected by children. So I think that for those of you that are single, you are going to be meeting up with someone. Maybe this is going to be centered around Valentine's Day. Maybe you might go out on a date and have fun with somebody. But I feel like it's still going to be something that is, is a bit light-hearted. It is going to be fun. It is going to be a joyful experience, a really nice time out with someone. I feel like this person could really make you happy. I definitely sense that this person is fun. I sense that this person, they like to have a good time. They like to joke. Because this is going to be someone that you're either just meeting or a relationship that is just kind of blossoming, it makes me feel that I'm sorry about that. I'm hearing noise. Anyway, because it's still blossoming, it's still developing. I am seeing that, yeah, things are gonna be light-hearted, but there's gonna be good times between you and this person. Where the children card may come in, it might be that some of you guys are wanting children or desiring children, or it could mean that maybe there might be someone else, or the other person might be really hoping for kids in the future. um I'm just hoping that the two of you will get on the same page when it comes to the children aspect as well, because when I look at this and it says that it's being affected by children, it can mean that maybe one person is more wanting kids than the other person, or it could mean that both of you do have children, or one person has children, and maybe that you have to make some kind of allowances because of the fact that you have kids. So that might be, they might be, something that the other person might have to get used to. If this was to turn into a long-term relationship, they might have to get used to the fact of being around somebody that already has like a ready-made family. Hmm. But I do really sense this to be sort of a loyal partnership. It could be something that feels sort of like sort of like a sort of like a friendship too, but then it has that nature to it that is there is sort of romance there that is blooming. Hmm. Okay. What I see for your finances. Finances. Yeah. What I see for your finances card is the Ten of Swords with the Moon. Oh wow. The Ten of Swords means the ending of hardship, the ending of an unpleasant situation. It's definitely, as you could see with this card, somebody is leaving an unpleasant situation. Someone is moving on. Um, this could be that you're moving on because of the fact of you may have felt you may have felt a betrayal, feeling backstabbed, feeling like this, somebody was out for you, or I don't know, it was just an unpleasant working situation, and now you've moved on to something that is more emotionally fulfilling, more emotionally like healthier for you. Because I really feel like the a lot of you guys are leaving behind something that really needed to be left behind a long time ago, and it's like now you can move into a new phase of life, a new phase of living, and move into an environment that is more peaceful, more calming than what you've left behind. I almost feel like you're retreating into something better, like it's sort of like almost like a night and day sort of comparison, where this place was just sort of full of stress. This new place can be a calmer place for you. And what I definitely see in the cards is, with an ending will come about a change that you have created, a change that you've created to make something even better for yourself, more suited for yourself. But it's a lot to do with your emotions and your feelings. You're very intuitive at this time, which is interesting for Geminis. Geminis, you're not an air sign. You are like, you do have that swords energy about you, but depending on the astrology of things, and how your chart is made up as well, you can be also intuitive. And it's almost feeling like right now, it's like any situation that you feel that you need to move out of within yourself, the way you're being guided is definitely heading you in the right direction for something better to come along for you. It's like if you feel that emotionally the work that you're doing or the environment that you're in is just reached this peak, then that's a sign that it's a good time for you to move on. So yes, that's for you, Geminis. And your spiritual cards are the High Priestess with the High Priest. Oh, very spiritual. Very spiritual in February. Very, like, these are like the spiritual teachers, the ones that contain all the spiritual wisdom and understanding. So this month might be a month where you are learning about things on a spiritual level that's very deep. I think that this is more, it's more than learning though. It's about you are actually practicing these things, these spiritual undertakings. You are actually practicing the philosophies and the mysteries of the universe. And I feel like that is what is has made you able to make the correct choices in terms of what it is that you want in your life. Um the High Priestess is definitely about the side of ourselves that can be mysterious, that almost is hidden deep within ourselves. And the High Priest is almost like what we exude out. I almost feel like you are going to be encompassing both of these energies, so much so that you might be you're going to be very wise. It's like you're going to be going around telling people very wise spiritual advice. It's almost like you are living your life by that practice, and you're telling other people, or guiding other people in how they should go forward. And it's all coming from a very highly spiritual, universal, divine source, that is almost operating through you. So there's going to be a very deep connection between you and spirit this month, and you're going to be going through your own cycles and your own phases As you can see, the different phases of the moon, different phases emotionally, different phases of life, because of this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding that you have. And it's going to work out so well for you. It's going to work out so well for you that it's almost like you're going to have the understanding, you're going to have the key, like you have the solutions to the problems. You have this higher perspective that you're looking at your life from. I really like these cards for you showing up as your spiritual cards, because these are like the most perfect spiritual cards you could probably like receive. um so I definitely feel that you let that be your guide. Let that be your guide, not only for February but just in your life in general, because I feel like all of that stuff is going to lead you to really doing some really great things for yourself. Okay, so I'll see you guys. Bye.